After school at Scorpio Rising and the kids are digging through the racks for treasures from another time.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top things in mainstream pop culture that had an unexpected resurgence.
Here's why this antique format is coming back, both in spite of and because of the digital music revolution.
Number 10. Retro fitness trends. Dusting off an old Jane Fonda workout video? You're not alone.
Are you ready to do the workout?
Both step aerobics, which Fonda was the queen of, and dance workouts in general were booming in the 90s, and then fell off a bit before experiencing a resurgence. The rhythmic, high-energy moves and throwback vibes have people jumping back into their old exercise routines, and others dipping their toes in for the first time.
Point your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're in an aerobics class or you decide to try one, don't be surprised if you spot some retro leg warmers making a return too. Matter of fact, maybe it's you wearing them.
Okay, let's add the arms and reach them to the side.
Number 9. Jigsaw puzzles. During the COVID-19 pandemic, people needed new ways, or old ways, to pass the time. One of the biggest comebacks? Jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles are providing a welcome relief for families looking to pass the time together, and sales are skyrocketing.
The history of jigsaw puzzles dates back to the 18th century. In 2020, puzzle makers like Seiko and Ravensburger saw sales skyrocket by at least 300%.
How much have puzzle sales increased?
300 or 400%.
Seiko's president even revealed that in just one day in March, the company sold more puzzles than it had the entire previous December. The puzzle shelves at various toy stores were cleaned out as retailers struggled to keep up with such an unexpected surge in demand.
We're shipping out more than a full tractor trailer every day of completed orders.
Number 8. Knitting and crochet.
Crochet is making a comeback, and it's not just about granny squares and doilies. TikTokers are loving it.
These two activities, often associated with older generations, have made a comeback for several reasons. The internet, social media, celebrities, and the COVID-19 pandemic. Sharing knitting and crochet content online has helped these crafts reach more people than ever before. And when stars like Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz, Brooke Shields, and Russell Crowe are spotted knitting, that can only help fuel a comeback for the ages.
Oh, you got a little tight stitch here.
When it comes to the pandemic, knitting and crochet provided an escape from screens and a way to recharge from work-from-home burnout. The revival of these centuries-old activities has been massive.
The Craft Yarn Council of America says within just 2 years, knitters between 25 and 34 years old jumped 150%.
Number 7. Dungeons and Dragons. Once a cornerstone of the stereotypical idea of nerd culture, Dungeons and Dragons' reemergence, particularly its breakthrough into mainstream culture, has been exceptional.
The dungeon master takes them through a strange castle this time, and they must respond to each situation he describes according to their characters.
While many continued to play this iconic role-playing game in the decades following its release in 1974, 2017 saw the highest number of D&D players ever, and that was followed by a record-breaking sales year in 2018.
Dungeons & Dragons, which turned 50 in 2024, has seen an explosion in popularity over the last 10 years.
The hit Netflix series Stranger Things has played a significant role in D&D's substantial growth in popularity, given its thematic ties to the game and multiple scenes of characters playing it. Both in-person and online D&D sessions have soared, transforming the once more niche game into a global phenomenon.
D&D's surge in popularity is 100% the people.
Number 6. Roller skating. While the roller skate disco scene of the 1970s and 1980s might not be poppin' in the same way it was back then, roller skating in general made a significant comeback in 2020.
Roller skating is back, and it's gone mainstream.
Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the early 21st century was a period of decline for the once uber-popular activity. Amidst the unprecedented, challenging times of the pandemic, roller skating offered an outlet for nostalgic fun.
Roller skating is going through a new renaissance right now, and since the pandemic began, skate sales have skyrocketed.
More rolling was going on, whether it was in driveways, streets, or skate parks. Throw on some music too, and this retro vibe activity has allowed many people to have a blast.
After seeing all the videos on YouTube and actually coming and being here, it felt like walking into a movie.
Number 5. Classic arcade games. Nostalgia is powerful, like really powerful. While video games have evolved in terms of graphics, complexity, and gameplay, classic arcade games were once thought to be fading away.
You can't get hooked on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
After the golden age of arcade games in the late 1970s and early 1980s, arcades and coin-operated video games businesses began to lose their grip a bit.
But the trends often change faster than the electronic light of the ray gun, and that makes the risk all that much greater.
But it never quite reached game-over territory. The simple gameplay and nostalgic charm of timeless classics like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and others left the door open for a revival. Many probably doubted the comeback, and understandably so, but the rise of barcades is proof that these classics are still alive and well.
We say rediscover your childhood, but this time with adult beverages.
Number 4. Drive-in theaters. From late March through mid-August of 2020, drive-in theaters generated over 80% of North American box office revenue, a stark contrast to the single-digit percentage in 2019.
Last year alone, they posted a net income loss of $629 million.
What changed? You guessed it, the pandemic. With traditional indoor theaters forced to shut down, drive-ins, once considered relics of the past, offered a safer, nostalgic alternative.
The classic American experience is seeing a huge resurgence across the USA.
Drive-ins peaked in the 1950s and 1960s. Decades later, under unprecedented circumstances, they made an unexpected comeback. Some basically rose from the dead, and many kids and young adults got to experience moviegoing the way their grandparents once did.
As the sun sets, grab your popcorn. The movie, Knives Out, is about to begin.
Number 3. Polaroid cameras. As cell phones with cameras have become ubiquitous in society, it would have been understandable for Polaroid cameras to remain a thing of the past, but not so fast. In 2001, the company declared bankruptcy. 7 years later, it halted production of its iconic instant cameras.
It was the end of an era. Or so it seemed.
But even our phones didn't give us the same photographic experience as Polaroids. The ability to hold a physical picture and a memory in your hand still held value. That became clear in 2020 when Polaroid made its long-awaited return with a new instant camera, bringing the retro, nostalgic phenomenon back with a bang.
Then, when we press the shutter button, the camera will count down and take the photo. Is it doing it?
Number 2. Vinyl records. Who ever thought vinyl records were dead? Admittedly, it seemed that way in the 1990s and early 2000s.
The format hit its lowest point in 2006.
With the rise of CDs, followed by digital downloads and streaming platforms, ways to listen to music have evolved over the decades. But in the 2010s, and even more so in the 2020s, vinyl records were selling in a way that made it feel like it was the 80s again. The revival wasn't just happening in one place either. We're talking multiple countries and continents.
I think a lot of fans see buying things from their favorite artists as keeping those artists going.
In 2017, Sony Music even announced it would be producing vinyl records again for the first time since 1989. The durability, engagement, and nostalgia of vinyl records turned out to be too potent to keep them quiet forever.
Vinyl will continue to be a significant and growing part of the business.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Vintage fashion. Fashion trends can catch on really quickly.
90s nostalgia has never been bigger, especially among a generation that hadn't even been born yet.
But oftentimes they're not new styles, but old. So while it's not surprising to see something as dynamic and versatile as fashion change, there have been certain vintage clothing resurgences that have seemingly come out of nowhere. Whether it's scrunchies, fanny packs, or bell-bottoms, just to name a few, time and time again, we've been shown that society can be pulled back in by cultural phenomena of the past.
You're selling 3 times more fanny packs in May than any other month.
Yes, I am.
Not only that, but fashion trends can come back at any time, especially Additionally, with social media and the widespread circulation of pictures of celebs rocking throwback outfits, maybe next time we shouldn't be so surprised about whatever throwback style makes a major comeback.
The 90s have never looked better.
What comeback do you think could be in the cards next? Let us know in the comments.
It's one of the most polarizing names in fashion.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.